Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next edition of the Losers Lounge podcast. And this is the second time that we are live on YouTube.com. We are also live on Twitter and Facebook. So it's good to see you guys. Welcome. Oh, man. And please welcome my good buddy, two-time Losers Lounge member of the year, Optimistic Hall of Famer, and a guy with some badass-looking shades, the heelest of ballers.
The losers are back. The heelest of ballers is back. You all know the freaking rest. Well, I bet you're wondering, why am I wearing shades? Well, I'm actually in front of my lamp right now. So that way I can get, I'm actually on my bed, in front of my lamp. That way I can find a better place to put. And you're actually on my tripod. So I'm going to probably do this for most of the show. So there you go. What's up, YouTube?
I love lamp.
Oh, yeah. So if I can't rub this lamp, the gene doesn't come out.
Yeah, it's understandable. Christian, you're on auto-tune. I'm on auto-tune. Hey, first off, we want to say welcome, guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy our little background here. Nice little love is in the air. We got Valentine's in 10 days.
10 days? Shoot.
And of course, this is our NXT Vengeance Day predictions podcast. Tonight is NXT Vengeance Day, and for the first time outside of Stand and Deliver, this is the first time that NXT's been on the road for their pay-per-view since NXT TakeOver Portland in 2020.
You know, the last one before the whole world went to hell.
3 years ago, with including matches like Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. Wow. You know what, Willie? We should totally go and rewatch that after we're done with this.
Yeah, yes, we should.
We should indeed. Before we get to the predictions, we want to say once again, welcome, guys. It's always good to see you guys.
Yeah.
And I like this comment right here. I'm going to go to some comments. That lamp giving heel Balor that beautiful completion. Oh, right. Or did you mean to say complexion? Did you mean to say complexion? Because if you did, that still counts.
Completion, complexion, what do you want to call it? Yeah, Again, a genie won't come out. Like, watch. Nothing. So
you are a genie.
Hey, maybe.
You're a genie of the Losers Lounge. You're the one we needed. The only thing is, you don't give us 3 wishes. You give us endless entertainment.
Don't we all? That's what we're here for.
Yep. Now, before we get to the performance and our predictions, why is it called a performance? We're performing in front of people live on YouTube.
Yeah, so we're entertaining the people.
We're going to go through the member shout-outs. Once again, if you are part of my join section and you hit the join for the Optimistic VIP or the Emperor's Throne Room, then you will get notifications and you will be shouted out and shown as you are a great VIP member of the Optimistic Empire. I enjoy you guys. Thank you very much. And if you don't want to hit the join button, don't worry. We still look at you as our great fans. So you've got nothing to worry about.
I see you from there. What's up?
Yep. You got nothing to worry about, folks.
Totally fine.
Willie, honestly, my question to you is, what do you think about those who hit that join button and became VIPs?
Well, they're great, amazing people and deserve all the love in the world. Even if you didn't do that, you still deserve the same.
Absolutely. Support goes in many ways. This is just examples of it. And you see our fellow member, Noel Wood, good to shout out to you, is the only member who's allowed in the Emperor's Throne Room. That shows how important he is. Very few people are allowed inside my throne room. Heel Balor, you're one of them, obviously.
Well, duh, I have to be in there. I'm a part of crew, so.
So yeah, if you haven't already, hit the join button, and if you can't afford to it, don't worry. I'm not asking to steal your money here. If you can't afford to do it, don't worry. Just hit the subscribe button and send this to everybody else so that they can hit the subscribe button too. Because in my opinion, hitting the subscribe button is the ultimate act of support.
Oh, facts, dog. Facts.
Facts indeed. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our NXT Vengeance Day predictions, and I'm going to take the sticker off for a moment. It's always good to see you guys. So, we have 6 matches on the card. All 5 championships are on champions event, if you catch my drift, huh?
What's up?
I said we have a little bit of a Night of Champions drift here.
Yeah.
Because, all 5 championships are on the line. But we're gonna start things off with the non-title matches, and the only non-title. There's only one non-title. What am I talking?
Yeah, really pretty much.
This one right here. That's Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Man, Mello.
2 out of 3 falls match. Yep. I'll be honest. Like Carmelo Hayes has been one of the best on NXT since the creation of NXT 2.0.
Oh hell yeah, bro! For real.
And by the way, folks,
my personal favorites.
By the way, folks, I'm drinking an ice cap from Tim Hortons. Really good stuff.
There you go. It looks like coffee.
I mean, it's iced coffee. You know, it's kind of like what Starbucks has with their frappuccinos.
There you go.
Tim Hortons is superior to Starbucks. Don't at me.
I really can't have any say on that, so I don't really drink coffee. So
yeah. So I'm gonna say, like for this case, Carmelo Hayes is the person who I believe should be the one to dethrone Braun Breaker, who we'll be talking about a little later. But I will say Apollo Crews, at least in this feud with Carmelo Hayes, he's not taking him out to dinner.
Nah, for real. Dude, I don't know why, but those things were just weird.
Yeah, going out to dinner with Braun Breaker, going fishing, being as friendly as possible, having literally nothing to warrant them main eventing a pay-per-view against each other. No hatred, no
smiling. This. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, the only thing they really had was the fact that they just wanted the NXT title. That's about it. You know, they were friendly, like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
I don't get it.
Win. And that was funny for a bit, but I honestly thought that it was just gonna be at the start of the feud, not the whole damn feud.
Yeah, for real.
But thankfully, in this case, don't worry, folks. They did not go out to dinner. They did not go fishing, and they did not go laser tagging.
Thank God. No offense to that, but still.
I believe Bray Wyatt and LA Knight were the ones who went laser tagging at the Royal Rumble based off those colors.
That shtick was hilarious.
Yep. So, I'm going to ask you, Wheelbarrow, what is your thoughts on this 2 out of 3 falls match between Apollo and Carmelo?
Well, I'm very excited for it. The storyline's been very fun. I still don't know why Apollo Crews is NXT, obviously, but cool. Melo's been one of my favorites for a pretty long time. And I'm just excited to jump for this match. I can't wait. Can't wait to see it.
Yep. For me, I really think Carmelo Hayes deserves the most momentum out of this due to the fact that I think he should be the one to take on Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver during WrestleMania week. So I'm going with that. So I am going to ask each of you, time to see the audience and see what they think.
Let's see.
What we got here. First, we got CL Spencer saying Melo wins 2-0. 2-0. He thinks he's going to go through the clean sweep.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Well, clean.
Okay. Let me see. I'm looking through. Someone said Richard Francis. I can't pronounce that. He says
we went offline just for a brief moment, but we are back up again. Happens.
Right.
Dustin Clean Helper says Carmelo wins 2-1.
Nice. There you go. I can see it.
Yep. I honestly think it's going to be 2-1 because I don't see anybody going through the whole 2-0 clean sweep here.
No, that'd be just weird. I don't think it's happened before either. If it has, I just probably forgot.
Yep. Look at this comment. I'd be happy if the frequency of Hell in a Cell and 2 out of 3 falls were switched. Well, to be perfectly fair, 2 out of 3 falls has been kind of frequent. I've seen it several times over the last couple years. Obviously, Hell in a Cell had like 6 or 7. It's like Hell in a Cell is the most notable when it comes to being frequent due to the fact that it's that type of match and the structure, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't exactly do some comparisons here. And even then, if we did frequent 2 out of 3 falls like Hell in a Cell was throughout 2021, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be kind of overkill. So we don't need any of that.
Yeah, we don't need too many overkills on 2 out of 3 falls. I like the idea that these type of stipulations should both be rare.
Oh, for real. Balor happened in Royal Rumble 2018 when the Usos clean sweep Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. See, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
I mean, I was there, but even I don't remember that match. That might be because when I did my vlogs, I mostly just showed my reactions to the Rumble matches with Josh. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out on my channel on the vlog section. If you haven't, because Longneck Josh and I gave such great reactions in 2018. It was so much fun.
There you go.
What we got here? Isn't it obvious Apollo had nothing planned for him, which is why he's on NXT?
Yes.
Maybe. I'd probably say, okay, I'll be honest. Yeah. And this guy, poster of paper, the pop. I like that. Poster of paper, the pop. He's the pop. He says that he says Apollo's gonna win 2-1. I like that. So yeah, I'd probably say Apollo Crews had nothing to do on the main roster, which is why he went to NXT. And you know, it's okay. It's all right. By the way, PDAF 15 the second. No, you shall not link it because that's kind of my job. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
There you go.
Is this? Oh my God, what's this? Is this a WWE related? I'm gonna presume you're asking. I'm presuming you're asking if this event we're talking about is related to WWE. Yes, NXT is WWE. Don't worry.
Yes.
Who y'all get the winning at the NXT title? We're gonna get to the NXT title a little later.
That'll be ending. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
But in the meantime, folks, it is time to move on to the next match, and this is the first of the 5.
Wait, Christian. Wait. Did we forget to predict who was going to win, or did we just talk?
We already did.
Okay, just making sure.
Then we went to the comments right after that. It's okay.
Yeah.
The next match, this is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, as Kaden Carter and Katana Chance are defending against Fallon Henley and Kiana James. And as you can see, Heel Balor is a little less than interested.
Not really. Love from India. India, what's up?
Yep. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. Here's the interesting fact. They're the longest reigning NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. They've held it for about 6 months, but also they're the longest reigning Women's Tag Team Champions of WWE. Because if you remember the Kabuki Warriors with the main roster Women's Tag Team titles, their long reign was 180 days. These two, they've passed that. So they're not just the longest reigning NXT Women's Tag Champs, but the longest reigning Women's Tag Champs in WWE. So I'll give them that.
There is no division, in my opinion, but whatever.
I mean, NXT's doing a far better job than the main roster is. That's for sure.
That is so true. That is so true, dude.
How is it that NXT has a better women's tag team division than the freaking main roster? You know, I've seen so many things like Damage Control, like over on the main roster. Do they have any credible challengers right now?
Nope. Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up,
Netherlands? Do they even have a single tag team that's actually alive right now?
Oh, no. Well, Daniel Bryan, no.
I guarantee in a couple of weeks, they probably will bring a couple of them together. They'll try to go after the tag team titles. They'll fail, and then boom, they're done.
Pretty much.
Like,
good job, dude.
Like, what wasn't Tegan Nox and Liv Morgan supposed to be a thing?
Who?
Tegan Nox, Liv Morgan, the team that happened briefly and for a couple of weeks, and then.
Oh, you mean for like 2 weeks and they gave up on it? Okay.
Oh yeah, fair point. What the hell is Tegan Nox doing anyway?
Nothing. Sending catering.
Fair point. That's a shame. What's Emma doing?
She bring too many people back, Hunter.
Yeah, bringing too many people back. Here's the thing: you should bring people back only if you have plans for them. Because if you don't, then maybe we're looking a little bit twice on this. Because maybe Vince McMahon had a point when it came to releasing some of them. Oops.
And we can edit that out.
We can't edit that out. We're live. Oh my God.
Oh, no. We just spoke the truth on live. Oh no. Who cares? Anyway.
Who cares? We're the freaking Losers Lounge and we can do whatever we want.
Exactly.
Besides, folks, we're all here for entertainment. So, as for this tag team title match, I get it. We don't really care too much. However, I will say Kiana James she impressed me when she competed at Deadline.
Oh, yeah.
That Iron Survivor Challenge. Here's the thing. She did not score a single fall, but
no, she didn't. It was hilarious.
It was still good to see her perform.
Oh, dude, the Iron Survivor Challenge was, in my opinion, was probably just a very fun match.
But Fallon Henley, we should probably see more of it. I will be honest, folks. There hasn't been much of NXT I've been watching lately. I've been busy with a lot of other things, so don't shit on me for that. I am, however, giving people a chance because that's what I do.
Been watching NXT for weeks, months, long time. So there you go.
But Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, the tag team champions, I will at least give them credit because they do put on good matches every time they defend.
Correct.
So, and the fact of the matter is that this event is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Spectrum Center. This is the first This is the first non NXT Stand and Deliver event that's taken place outside of the Performance Center since Portland in 2020. So
Right.
I'm hoping NXT makes sure to give them a show that they'll always remember, because you want to give them like something like that in order for them to actually keep going on the road and sell more tickets. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Which tonight's event's almost sold out. Not even gonna lie to you.
Almost sold out, but 5,000 seats.
Yeah,
Smart move on their part to not try and sell out the entire 15,000 seat area.
Yeah,
because let's be honest, that was never going to happen.
Yeah, for real.
But if they keep on going and build up their momentum as much, and hopefully we could get a little something similar to the NXT Black and Gold days, maybe they will be able to sell out.
How was my Groundhog Day yesterday? I didn't know yesterday was Groundhog Day. Cool.
Yeah, yesterday was Groundhog Day.
I did not know that. Okay.
All right. Well, anyways, let's go for the predictions. For this case, I'm going to say the champions are going to retain.
Yeah, champs are going to retain.
All right. Well, let's go over to the comments. Let's see what they got here. Dustin, he says, I'm calling it. We are getting new champs. I like that.
Stan, my dude, I see you in there.
Yep.
I know you want new champs.
We'd like to see Fallon and Kiana James to win, but I think Kaden and Katana retain and go on to fight Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that could be the Stand and Deliver match.
That'd be fun. Yes. Please.
I'd like to see that. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'd like to see that.
Same here.
So now I think we got ourselves a good reason for Katana and Kaden to retain their tag team titles. Isla Dawn, Alba Fire. I kind of had this feeling that maybe they'd probably team up after they were feuding, because I'm like, this is kind of happens all the time. Look at these two. They're almost like similar to each other. They're going against each other. I'm like, come on, just fuck already. And by that, I don't mean literally, folks. Do not take that as a literal.
Yeah, I don't literally do that.
It's kind of like a internet slang term, as they're saying, hurry, just be together already and everything. It's like when married couples are arguing all the time.
Oh gosh.
And then you just hear someone in the random background, dude, just fuck already.
Pretty much.
All right. So look at this right here.
What you got?
Champs barely retain.
Barely? Okay.
I'll be honest, I like it when that happens. I don't like it when tag team title matches or any type of title match is easy.
Yeah, it needs to be a hard fight out there, and to get the advantage out there, and try to, overcome the odds. So, and a good story out there, which I always appreciate in professional wrestling. A good story.
Okay, I'll be honest. Look at this. There's this guy named Rex25. He's been literally spamming this. For the record, I'm just going to tell you right now, Rex, do not spam anything. And yes, I saw this post that says, read my question, with a bunch of angry faces and everything like that. I'm just going to put on record. First of all, no, I don't know about those people.
I don't know who that is. No,
don't know who they are, but even if we did, I don't think they'd be relevant to this right now. And I'm just going to put this out there for anyone else. Do not spam anything, because if you do, we will block you from commenting. All right? You got to follow the rules here. So I'm just going to say, no, we don't know who they are. We appreciate you for asking if we know who they are, but please do not say stuff like, hey, read my comment, read my question. Please do not do that.
Always very respectful in the comments with you guys. We always want to be a very respectful environment, stuff like that. So please give us so in the comments, folks.
Gemini King says, I'm going to be there since NXT going to be in his hometown with Charlotte.
Fun time, dog. That's what's up.
Have a great time, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
From Center.
That's what's up, bro.
Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next match, and that is for the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez is defending against Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, the two remaining members of Toxic Attraction, which, by the way, we've already previously discussed on our NXT Deadline Review podcast. If you haven't seen that already, go ahead and click on it. And if there's chapter links, so if you want to listen to our whole take on the Mandy Rose firing situation, it's all over there. But this Roxanne Perez, she competed in the Royal Rumble match as I predicted. I put her into the entrant predictions video I put in.
Did.
It worked out pretty good. So
I did miss Mandy. She'll be back. Trust me.
Yeah. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, I don't know. They just feel
lost
without Mandy Rose.
They're just there. I mean, I I don't know. Like the whole thing is just. I feel like they're trying to break them up. At the same time, they want to keep them together for like something, but at the same time, they want to break them up. They don't want to break them up. I don't know what WWE's doing, but for me, I would keep them together. But they would do great as single stars. But I don't know. I see more as a unit than really a single star. Again, I'd be fine either way, honestly. So
I'm pretty sure that they could each do well in singles competition. But the thing is, this just feels so fresh that they were with Mandy Rose, then she got released, and then all of a sudden, now they're competing for the NXT Women's Tag Team, not Women's Tag Team, sorry, the NXT Women's Championship. It seemed like, I'll be honest, in a way, it's a shame that they can't really exactly mention Mandy Rose that much due to the firing. However, I think it would have been great because they're like, hey, Mandy's gone, but we should make sure that this title stays a Toxic Attraction because, well, what are we going to do without it?
There you go. Toxic's still a thing, so it's still technically like it's still a thing. This without Mandy, which I find just weird. I feel like they're gonna break them up and not break. I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
Yeah, I don't understand like a lot of this.
I don't know.
I expect it to be a good match because they're all really talented, but let's just give it. Roxanne Perez is going to retain the title.
Well, duh. Roxy's gonna win. That's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing else will happen. I don't think nothing else will happen. I don't know. Oh, maybe she gets beat down after the match or whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hell, maybe Mandy does show up. We don't freaking know. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. All I know is Roxy's gonna retain. Now there are some of the fans, of course, who have turned on Roxanne. Probably because she was. I'll be honest, she was fast tracked a little bit, but wouldn't you want to fast track? In my opinion, one of the rising stars of NXT. That's just me.
I probably say so as well, but
yeah,
I guess right now they just need someone to pass the time before they get to the big Stand and Deliver event. And if this is the case, Willie, here's my question: who do you think Roxanne would want to face at Stand and Deliver at the big event? Cora Jade again?
Yeah, I don't know who else.
Okay, that's a fair point. You're like,
I don't know who else, honestly, who she could face. I mean,
are you gonna have her face Lash Legend?
No. Lash Legend, get back out of here. Come on, people. No, now, granted, she wasn't injured. Maybe Nikita Lyons. That overrated bimbo, but Well,
unfortunately, Nikita Lyons got injured, so
Yeah, she's hurt. I wish all the best. Legit. Knee injuries aren't fun, folks.
I would probably also maybe consider Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark, maybe. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be interesting. I don't know who else they do, honestly. Maybe call up somebody from the main roster and have her face Roxy. I don't freaking know. Put Shayna down in NXT. She ain't doing shit on the main roster.
Oh, well, I've heard rumors. We're not going to go right into the rumors, but I heard something. She may have a plan for WrestleMania. So, there's that.
I heard about that too. I'm intrigued, and the IWC isn't going to like it, but I'm intrigued, and I kind of like it. So.
Yep. Look at this bold prediction. JC Jane wins the NXT Women's Championship, but barely.
Ooh, good choice. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna say, like, for the record, the whole thing with JC Jane, Gigi Dolan, even if one of them does win the women's championship, are they gonna do the whole thing where one of them's a champion, or are they gonna lay cool it or something like that?
Yeah, like flawless. Oh my god, I remember those days, Christian. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Lay Cool, let's be honest. Lay Cool was the original women's tag team champions before the actual titles existed.
Facts.
I guarantee if the women's tag team titles existed, they would have held it for like 2 years or something.
For real.
Another bold prediction. Gigi wins by pinning JC. Roxanne still be protected. I think, here's the thing. That is a bold prediction. So we're not going to discredit you. And here's the thing. That's the thing between us and everybody else. We ain't going to discredit you for posting an opinion that we most likely would disagree with. I'm just going to say, like, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that, but I don't see that this is a good thing to have it. However, yes, Roxanne would still be protected, but I haven't exactly been a big fan of champions losing their titles by not being pinned just so we can protect them from being pinned. Like some people, like remember the whole thing with Daniel Bryan being added into WrestleMania 37. They're like, oh, he's just there to take the pin so Roman and Edge doesn't take the pin. Well, Roman ended up pinning both of them anyway. So
Roman stacked and smashed them both, for God's sakes. And he walked that champ. And he's still champion. He'll remain champion.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just saying I don't exactly see much of that.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, well, we do appreciate the bold predictions, and honestly, we like seeing bold predictions because anything is possible.
Anything's possible in the Losers Lounge.
Yep. We're going to move on now to the next match, and this is for the NXT Tag Team Championship as the New Day is defending in a fatal four-way against Gallus, Chase U, and Pretty Deadly. What we got here? We got Pretty Deadly, the only team to be two-time NXT UK Tag Team Champs and two-time NXT Tag Team Champs. They're actually four-time Tag Team Champs, which means they are the tag team in NXT who's won the tag team titles the most amount of times over the Undisputed Era.
That's wild.
Yeah. Then you got Gallus, the longest reigning UK tag team champions, but of course that was because COVID shut them down for a while.
NXT UK.
Then you got Chase. Yeah. Then you got Chase U, who teaches things.
They're annoying. Enough said.
And then, of course, you got the New Day, who I'm still questioning why the hell were they even here in the first place? Because this is not exactly helping their cause.
I guess to give like the roster a boost. I don't freaking know. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I pop when they won. I love New Day, so it's still weird, but I'm cool with it.
I'm just saying, like, the whole thing. I get a little frustrated whenever someone from the main roster wins titles from NXT. Like Charlotte Flair when she beat Rhea Ripley for the women's title at WrestleMania 36. What was the whole point of that?
No idea.
Dolph Ziggler wins the NXT championship last year. What was the point of that?
We'll talk about that.
Finn Balor wins the NXT title for a second time. What was the... Oh, wait, no. He actually got moved back down there. Never mind.
Just gonna say.
And now New Day wins the NXT Tag Team Championships despite being part of SmackDown. What was the point of that?
I don't know, but the NXT titles being showcased on the main roster. That's all I care about.
Yeah, but they've not once defended on the main roster, nor have they been acknowledged on the main roster. They're just there in the background.
Yeah, in the locker room.
They're like, "Hey, hi, we're the NXT Tag Team titles. Good to see you."
Exactly.
Not gonna acknowledge us. Not gonna say anything about us.
Well,
hell, even Solo Sikoa won the NXT North American title, being part of SmackDown. What was the point of that?
Yeah. Like I still question why they did that. You know, my man.
Only to just get rid of it after like a week.
Good job, WWE.
Yeah. So for practically all the damn championships, they had someone from the main roster win it in a big. What was the point of that moment? And it didn't exactly help out anything.
BDFA says he'll be like, we don't talk about Bruno except to replace Bruno with Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler's just we don't talk about Dolph Ziggler. I like Dolph Ziggler, but just we don't talk about.
We don't talk about Dolph Ziggler.
Christian, it's copyrighted, boy. Come on now.
It's all right. I altered the lyrics. Don't worry.
There you go.
So this is actually interesting because instead of New Day defending against one team, now they got three. So how about this? I'm going to start by saying this. Number 4 is in the team that I think will not be champions whatsoever. Chase U.
Good.
Number 3, New Day.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to retain at all. Number 2, Pretty Deadly, which leaves Gallus, my pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go Gallus too.
Yeah, honestly, it'd be great to see Gallus as the NXT Tag Team Champions, especially since now they're part of the NXT USA roster.
Yes, sir.
I also do wonder what's the deal with Tyler Bate now, because I heard he's back down there now.
He's breezing. He's just breezing through the roster.
Probably just waiting for a right moment to strike, which I'm cool with.
Probably waiting for something to do, which is fire.
So, yeah, Gallus, I'd like to see him. It's either Gallus or Pretty Deadly to me.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what we got here. Brian Lindsay here has a good point on something. Charlotte and Dolph's reigns were under Vince in creative. Okay, I'll be honest. Was it really Vince in creative? Because when Charlotte won in 2020, that was under, it was WrestleMania. So obviously Vince, was booking WrestleMania, but whatever went down in NXT was Triple H.
I can't really pinpoint on that one, honestly.
But the whole thing with Dolph Ziggler, yes, we can.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, yes, that was
totally a Vince deal.
That was Vince.
Probably I'll be honest, I'm just going to put it out there. It was probably a deal with Vince and Shawn Michaels, because we know Shawn Michaels is the one who runs NXT now in creative.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, I can understand that. However, the whole thing with New Day, that's under Shawn Michaels, not Vince. So I don't get what they're doing here. Trey Lucado, I can't say that right. I don't know if it's says he's got a bold prediction. He thinks Duke Hudson is going to turn on Chase U if they lose.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. Yeah. I don't think so. Honestly, I mean,
I think so.
Not every team is going to suddenly like just betray the other all because of something that happens. That they failed to win this. Let's break up. Doesn't always happen. I mean, it happens.
That's gonna. It
happens frequently. Yeah, it happens frequently, but not to people who are being established as a team. Like Chase, you seems to be like they're trying to establish themselves as a good team. So we'll see. It's good to have bold predictions, though.
Mm-hmm.
What about here? Bring back Trent Seven and reunite with Tyler Bate. Bring back Mustache Mountain. What is Trent Seven doing? Isn't he over in AEW now?
Trent Seven's right now is on the Indies. He most recently appeared for AEW like a few weeks ago, and he hasn't been seen. He's on the Indies. So that's pretty cool.
Personally, I wouldn't mind if Mustache Mountain returned because
heck yeah.
I believe they're the first team to be NXT and NXT UK tag champs.
Correct.
Yep. Even though they were only NXT tag team champs for like 2 days.
Yep. Undisputed Era took them back in a very fun match. Highly recommend go checking that match out. Very good.
You probably should, but I still wonder why did they even do this?
I don't know. That's WWE.
They should have just had. That's almost as pointless as the time The Miz beat Wade Bear for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania just to lose it back to him the next night on Raw.
Weird. That's fine. That was both of my birthdays. I wasn't.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm,
all right, well, let's go see what we got here. Pretty Deadly shouldn't have lost the titles in the first place. I agree with that.
Shouldn't have lost them. Yeah, they should have. Now everyone can be champs and for free long time.
Which is not to New Day. I think it means just not to New Day.
No, I think they should perhaps the Jobber team or whatever. The Jobber dudes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh,
the Creed brothers, on the other hand, what the hell happened to them?
They're just breezing and now feeding with Jinder Mahal's stupid goons.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal's got it now. Jinder Mahal's got it now.
Don't expect Jinder Mahal to win the NXT championship. Just letting you know. You know it's going to happen one day. Oh, God, yes.
He was in the match for the first ever NXT title.
Yeah, he was. With Seth Rollins.
All right, well, folks, we are going to move on now to the next match. And this is going to be interesting. The NXT North American Championship. And this match is the champion Wes Lee defending against T-Bar.
T-Bar. TJ.
Wait, no. Hold up a second. No, sorry. Dominic Dijakovic. No, it's not.
Nope. Try again.
It's Dominic Mysterio.
No, he's too busy fighting his father on racetracks, right?
Oh, right. It's I'm trying to remember that name. It's somewhere. The name is got it. It's These Nuts.
Nope.
No.
You already have those down below, Chris. Come on now. It ain't that.
Oh, yeah,
come on.
Point. I'm just kidding, folks. It's Dijak.
Yep.
Dijak is taking on Wes Lee for the North American title, and I will say Wes Lee has been very good as a single star, and when he won in that ladder match at the Halloween Havoc event,
love that ladder match. It was good. Very dangerous spots in that match, too. And they almost took out a fan with a ladder. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that. I was like, oh, my God, are they okay?
Exactly. I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. Someone asked, isn't it pronounced Dijak? I heard
no.
Dijak. I heard Dijak. But I think it's Dijak because, he used to be Dominic Dijakovic. So, Dijak.
Yeah. It's Dijak. Whatever you call it.
I think they just don't want it to be Dominic Dijakovic because there's a Dominic Mysterio now.
Let's talk about that. Anyways.
Which makes me fear for Braun Breaker if he goes to the main roster and there's Braun Strowman.
They'll shorten his name to Breaker. I better shut up right now. That just sounds pretty. That just sounds pretty dope. Breaker.
All right.
That's
This
pretty
will
dope.
sound like a really messed up joke, and I apologize in advance for this, but I got one for you. All right. This kind of messed up joke. Apologize in advance, folks. What happens when Braun Breaker's in bed with his wife? Braun Breaker. Tell me to get out. Just tell me to get out.
Just go over there for a little bit. I'll just go over there for a little bit. Okay. So yeah, like that. While he does that, I'll talk a little bit about this. So my opinions on Wes Lee and Dijak. I myself am very, very excited for it. Dijak, ever since coming back, well, he's back. He's back. I thought I told you sit in the corner.
I am. Don't worry. I'm in the corner right now.
Sit in the corner and let heel bow hands.
All right.
Right there. Let heel bow hands. As I was saying, the storyline's been very fun. Dijak, since he came to, I don't know what he's doing over there. Anyways, since Dijak came back to NXT, reinvented himself, reestablished himself as a Dane force. Now, I personally thought he was going to be in the NXT title match, but hey, they had different plans. This is great for him. Go after the mid-card championship before getting to the big championship. Wes Lee, I love Wes Lee, but he hasn't really do anything with the championship. How about this with my boys? On Cycle, I usually do with them. But he hasn't really been doing much with the championship. And I guess it's really time to take it off of him. And I don't know what you do with Wes Lee afterwards, but I think, in my opinion, this is my prediction. I think Dijak walks out champion. Nothing against Wes Lee. Love the guy. Think he's great. Puts on banger matches. But I think it's time to drop it to Dijak. And let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can establish himself as that big monster that he is born to be. Plus, he sounds like Cross. He sounds like Cross. He doesn't look like Cross, but he dresses like Cross. He has the shades. He has the trench coat jacket, and he has his voice. It's so weird. But that's my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Dijak is going to become the new North American champion. Okay, Christian, you come out of timeout.
Thank you. Finally.
Yes, you come out of timeout.
I'm going to be honest. I like the idea of what we're going here, but I just got this weird feeling. Do you think it's quite possible that WWE could rehire Nash Carter?
Yes. I do think so.
It might help Wes Lee retain the title.
Okay, here's the thing. They're damn well they're gonna rehire Mandy Rose. They're gonna probably rehire Nash Carter. They're gonna probably rehire, Dad, let me not talk about the last guy. No. Let me not talk about the last guy. The only two people I can see them hiring is people I just mentioned right there. Because WWE, they're somewhat easy to forgive people, so it just takes a while. Then they're gonna forgive you, just don't mess up again. And then they'll bring you back with some terms and some conditions, of course. But I do see, Nash Carter being brought back. Same with Mandy Rose. We just got to be wait and patient and just see what happens. So, that's what I think is going to happen. Because Wes Lee on his own, he's okay. He's good mid-card guy, but he ain't no main eventer. Not yet anyways, of course. Not yet anyways. But I think he's more better of a tag team guy. So that's just me. Yep.
Honestly, now that I think about it, imagine this.
Yeah.
If Nash Carter does return and MSK reforms after Wes Lee, actually, how about this? Maybe if there's a possibility that Dijak wins the North American title, but then ambushes Wes Lee afterwards, that's when Nash Carter makes his return, then perhaps maybe we could actually have this work. Because imagine this tag team title match, if it's Gallus versus MSK at Stand and Deliver.
Shoot, that would rule. That would rule, man.
Sign me the fuck up. Here's the thing. It's WrestleMania Hollywood week. You want the best type of matches, right?
You need a replacement. No, I got Christian's replacement. If Christian leaves, the whole podcast goes down, folks. So I can't. I don't run this.
Yeah, gotta remember this is my show. The show might be extended for a few other things for a possibility. We may get new co-hosts for other types of shows, but that's the future, all in development. I cannot exactly talk more about that. However, I also believe I'm just going to go out with this prediction and say, Dijak is going to win the NXT North American title, and perhaps Nash Carter is going to return.
You think Nash? Oh, so you think Nash Carter is going to return? Okay.
Yeah. I have this good feeling, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean I was, you were wrong. I'm like, no.
You were wrong, man.
I mean, no, I did not say it was going to happen. I said it could happen. People have to understand the keywords. Could, not will.
I'll say right here. I know it was a few minutes ago, but I'll say this: Mandy Rose could possibly return tonight. Maybe. Not saying she will.
I wouldn't
she
say
might.
I wouldn't go as far as saying tonight, but
Or soon. Not tonight. Soon.
Yep.
Give it time.
All right, let's see what this we got here. Do we think we'll see Dragon Lee in the cross tonight? I heard about this. I heard about Dragon Lee signing with WWE.
Dragon Lee. I know who he is, though. I know who he is. Do I think we'll see him tonight? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, what in the actual ass? Look at this.
What does it say?
You think Von Wagner should beat Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title?
Quick question. How would that happen?
Sex change?
No. Intergender. I mean, to be fair, they're kind of going to intergender matches nowadays, which I do appreciate. I like it.
I don't know where the hell this guy came up with it, but here's his name, Top Bunk with Bubba. Nice name.
That's sick.
Profile's AJ Styles, turned sideways.
It is AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, you have to turn your head to the side to look at it, though.
And there's your sideways too sweet for the day. There you go.
Yeah, too sweet this way.
Yeah, too sweet. There you go.
Way. Yeah.
There you go. There's your too sweet.
Yeah, that'd be weird. However, let's go back. Look at this right here. This is a very interesting prediction. Dijak wins. If he loses, the NXT return was pointless. I wouldn't go that far.
No, I wouldn't say.
Otherwise, Apollo Crews losing to Braun Breaker at Deadline made his NXT return pointless.
AKA the most friendly rival in professional wrestling.
We're always going to call it that.
Literally. We literally made jokes about freaking The Wizard of Oz. Just go back and watch it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I might rewatch it again. I'm just kidding.
Same here. I'm not joking around this time. I wasn't joking around last time either.
Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as to saying his return would be pointless if he loses to Wes Lee, because there's a possibility that he could lose. I'm not saying he will lose, but there's a possibility. We got to understand that there's always a different way to go. So I wouldn't go as far as to saying it's going to be pointless. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this one right here. If Dijak loses, he should look strong at least. Now that I agree with.
Same.
Because I don't think they're going to make Wes Lee give an easy win for himself against Dijak.
They also don't want to squash Wes Lee. If people are thinking that in their minds, Wes Lee's not being squashed either. If they do that, I'll be like, okay, all right, that's understandable, I guess. But you want to make your champions look strong, so I don't think they're going to squash Nash Carter, Wes Lee.
They already squashed Nash Carter after WrestleMania. Sad.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on now to the main event. I got to work on that. That was horrible. And that is a steel cage match for the NXT Championship as Braun Breaker defending against Grayson Waller.
Gross. Anyways.
Braun Breaker, the second longest running NXT champion of all time.
What'd you just say?
The second longest running NXT champion of all time.
Okay, I thought you said first. I was going to say, no, he's not. That's my guy.
Adam Cole, baby. And here's the thing. Adam Cole should consider himself lucky that Braun Breaker briefly lost the NXT title to Dolph Ziggler, because if he didn't, then, well, Braun Breaker would have. Here's the thing. If Braun Breaker survived his first NXT title win back in January of last year, for one thing, he'd be the second person to be champion for over a year. And if he retains against Grayson Waller, he would have passed Adam Cole's record.
Yeah, by now he would have smashed it easily.
Yeah. And honestly, he deserves it. He should have honestly
so good.
Yeah, he should have honestly never lost the title to Dolph Ziggler in the first place, only to get it back
the next time for no reason. And it's still weird.
Yeah, here's he lost the title to Dolph Ziggler at the Roadblock event, lost in his rematch at Stand and Deliver, but he gained it back on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. What sense does that make?
Ask WWE, Christian. That's WWE logic for you.
Trust me, I tried to ask it and it didn't work out.
Same here, yeah. I got super kicked in pedigree. Yeah.
Yeah. Grayson Waller, on the other hand, here's the thing. He won that Iron Survivor Challenge. He got his title match on NXT New Year's Evil, and he lost. It was a good match. I'll give him that.
It was.
And now we got a steel cage match for the NXT title.
I was thinking they were going to go for something more different, like a street fight or something like that. But steel cage is fine.
Yeah, here's the thing: we haven't often seen cage matches on NXT.
Yeah, it's something weird. I want to mention this. We're gonna steel cage tonight, and we're also gonna steel cage on Monday with Becky Lynch and Bayley. What's good in cages nowadays?
Oh, steel cages are fun.
Well, that's true. That's the comparison. It's not.
So, in this case, I will address something. I understand that there's many people out there who probably claim that Braun Breaker's title is getting, quote, stale, and I personally disagree with that, but to each their own. I personally think that Braun Breaker's been one of the best NXT champions of all time, second only to Adam Cole. Baby. Fuck!
You forgot one person, Christian, my guy.
No, even over him.
Wow, that's insulting. Anyways.
I'm just saying, Finn Balor, he's fun, but I'd say Braun Breaker in one title reign's been better than Finn in two. Sorry.
Oh, that's fair. I respect that.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. What the heck is this? Steve, shut up. I see you in the comments.
Yep, that's optimistic Hall of Famer for you.
Will Secret loves Grayson Waller. Steve, shut up. I don't love Grayson Waller. I respect Grayson Waller. And that's what I'm going to say.
A 2 out of 3 falls match to culminate the feud. 2 out of 3 falls matches under Triple H's booking is stellar. Yes, but we mentioned before that they've been happening a little too frequently.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say no.
Same here, bro. Same here.
But before we answer more comments, let's go back to this. And I will say it's going to be a tough one, but Braun Breaker is going to retain.
I'm very torn, honestly, on the match. The way they're going, it seems like Waller's going to win. But I'm going to go with my man, B. Breaker. I think Breaker's going to win by the skin of his teeth, and I think he's going to win by spearing Grayson through the cage.
It's just called B. Breaker?
Yes, B. Breaker. Braun, B. Breaker.
I got that part, but it's just weird. Next, is he going to be
what do you want to call him, Bronson Steiner? That's right.
How about B-Fab?
B-Fab? No. We already have a B-Fab in wrestling.
Yeah, and she's not exactly that good. Like, here's the thing. I think B-Fab would do a lot more better in the ring if she didn't have all those white dreadlocks over her. Because did you see her performance in the Royal Rumble? Throughout almost her entire 40 seconds that she was in there, she kept doing this.
No, because I legit walked out for like 2 minutes to go to the bathroom. And then when I got back, she was gone. I was like,
B-Fab kept on, for everything she did, she had to move the hair out of her face because those white dreadlocks were all over the place.
Oh, my God.
So, I believe Braun Breaker will win. I believe you do too. But look at this one right here. Grayson wins. Braun moves to main roster.
I'm fine with that one because I love Braun. You guys know it. I love Braun Breaker. But at the same time, I really want him on the main roster. And Grayson has been doing one of his best works in NXT in a very long time. In my opinion, Grayson's one of the heels who can actually get heat without cussing up a storm and freaking throwing things all over the place. That's just how it is, folks. Grayson Waller, in my opinion, is a pretty good heel, and he's what today's heels should be. That's just me. Same thing with Roman Reigns. So Grayson, hell, I think Grayson's doing a little more better than Roman. That's just me. That's controversial, but I personally think Grayson's doing it better than Roman. Jeez, not saying something because Grayson's in front of a very small crowd. Wait till he gets in front of this crowd tonight. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd probably say that'd be interesting. Another interesting thing I want to point out is like I get that what everyone's saying is like Braun should move to the main roster, yes, but not till after WrestleMania. Bring him up on the Raw after WrestleMania.
Have him confront somebody. I don't freaking know.
Because I think it'd be best for that to happen. And at NXT Stand and Deliver, Braun Breaker should defend the NXT title against Carmelo Hayes.
My man, both my boys going at it.
Those are the two best of the best in NXT right now.
Goats and Waller wins and will celebrate. Steve? No.
So it makes sense to me that we'd have that happen.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a look over here. You think Grayson could win by hitting a move off the top of the cage, keeps Braun strong, rematch happens, maybe tonight quit match for the rematch, Braun moves up. First off,
what move would he have for the cage? Elbow drop?
Probably, but keeps Braun strong, rematch happens. But even then, the thing is, this is the rematch, but I think you mean Waller wins this cage match. However, I don't see Grayson Waller beating Braun Breaker in an I Quit match.
No. No.
I get where you're going, and personally, an elbow drop or something, whatever he does off the top of a cage to get the win would look cool. But
it would.
I don't see Braun Breaker. If there was an I Quit match, sorry, Braun is winning that.
Have you not seen Grayson's elbow drop off the War Games? That's right, he did do a elbow drop off the War Games cage. Sure about that.
All right, well,
I think Braun will win due to some type of interference.
Look at this right here.
Interference, though.
Become Intercontinental Champion after losing the NXT title to Grayson Walker. Waller, not Walker.
I've been talking about this for a while. That Braun would be a. I mean, this happened before. Braun Breaker and Gunther for the IC title. After Gunther goes on to become the longest reigning, NXT champion, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, you could have Breaker come in, destroy him, once to destroy him right out, but get the Intercontinental. Do it at SummerSlam. That's the way to build a new star. Don't fast track the guy to the title. I mean, like the WWE Championship. I know people are like, "Oh, well, Braun should be WWE Champion when he gets called up." No.
Here's the thing. I said this before on my social media. I think that Braun Breaker should be called up the night after WrestleMania, get started on his domination path, perhaps win the Intercontinental title. But I really think that Braun Breaker should win the Royal Rumble match and go on to face Roman Reigns just for the Universal title at WrestleMania 40, while he's no longer WWE champion.
Me like that decision. I really like
that at WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns, if he's to lose his 3.5-year reign at that point, it should be to someone who's been built up as the next face of the company, and Braun Breaker should be the next face of the company.
Bro, Steve says Grayson, Braun, Melo at stand and deliver triple threat. I mean, I know you and I talked about it, but I'm cool with it, honestly. I don't know really how we get there.
I'm open with the idea, but I prefer a one-on-one match with Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes because that's not happened yet.
It will stand and it will deliver, and both my boys, both my favorites in NXT, going out for the title. Love that.
Save the best for last. That's like one of the only occasions where we can do this, and I like that this would be the best way to do it.
Yeah. The only one could probably call it after this is Waller. I'm guessing he'll get called up, do something. I don't know. Just don't touch Finn Balor. It's all good. Don't touch Finn Balor.
Perhaps he could join the Judgment Day.
Do you want to go back in time, Matt, again?
Oh, come on. That wasn't even that bad.
No. Hey, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, folks, that was our NXT Vengeance Day predictions. And it's tonight, folks. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Spectrum Center. Woo! Charlotte is about to have a good time, and I'm not talking about the wrestler.
Nope. Well, I mean, she's having a good time. She's champion right now, so.
Yep, she's going to take on Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Very, very excited to talk about that when we get to WrestleMania weekend, along with, of course, Code Man and the Tribal Chump. Him.
Yeah, that reminds me as well. Folks, for the WrestleMania Week podcast, it's not going to be a live broadcast as a result of me going to WrestleMania week in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen is we are going to go back just for the one-time occasion to pre-record the way we used to on all the other seasons, so that over the course of a 2-day recording session, and we're going to combine them all together into one podcast, and then we're going to release it on Monday, March the 27th, I think. I think that's what it is. Yep, Monday, March 27th.
Real quick, can we talk about the WrestleMania 39 graphics? Yes, I love the WrestleMania 39 graphics. I think they're great. They look dope.
Yeah, the WrestleMania 39 graphics, when they show who's going to compete in the matches, we saw that for Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. They make it look like, it's on like a Hollywood red carpet premiere thing. So I like that idea.
Dude, I can't wait to see the set. That's my thing. I can't wait to see the set, what it's going to look like.
Yeah, perhaps the set is going to be looking pretty good because I heard it might be pretty tall.
Yeah, that's why I heard it would be like the Grumman Chinese Theater.
Because the reason I say this, it likely could look very tall, is because you know how there's like sections not available due to the fact that there's the stage?
Yeah.
Well, normally, depending on how high the stage is going to be, that's how they determine whether they'll sell sections in that area. The only sections that are in that area are the top 500 section.
Shoot. There you go.
400, 300, 200, 100 are tarped off. So I'm going to think maybe they got some big giant stage.
I hope it's big. I can't wait to see it, dude. That power shooting off for for Cody out there and all that. All the power going off. It's gonna be great. Very excited for this WrestleMania.
All right, before we get out of here, we're gonna look at this comment really quickly.
Go for it.
Should Tony Khan buy WWE so he owns AEW, ROH, and WWE? Even before I even answered the rest of that, no.
No. Triple H and Stephanie can.
And by the way, for the record, Okada versus Reigns in a title versus title match. Tony Khan doesn't own New Japan.
Yeah, Tony Khan doesn't own New Japan Pro Wrestling. That can't happen. He's partnering up with New Japan, but he doesn't own the company. So yeah. And Tony Khan technically can buy WWE, but it's it's his father who has all the money. So
yeah, and not to mention, I'm just gonna put it out there, just because the Khan family has a lot of money, that doesn't mean that's how much AEW is worth. AEW is still on a very, very, very small budget compared to WWE.
Kind of no switch to AEW because I freaking love that. But
yeah,
kind of down here.
Yeah,
so WWE is pretty good.
I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't mean to. I'm hoping for the sake of Game Shock here. I hope I'm not crapping on his hope I'm not crapping on his dream or anything, if that's what he wants. Because like, I get it, he owns AEW because he created it, he owns Ring of Honor because he purchased it, and he could the Khan family could potentially purchase WWE. I don't see the reason why they would, because if they were to purchase WWE, I think they would honestly kick AEW to the curb.
Pretty much, they'd be like, "Oh, we got a better company, quote unquote."
Yeah, because
just enjoy it.
There's no way that they could literally run 3 companies at once.
No, like even then, like there's, they want to start like other things too. They want to start like a separate women's show. What I'm hearing, a separate women's show. They want to start their own reality television series. I don't get it. I don't understand.
All right, well. Anyways, folks, that was our NXT Vengeance Day predictions. We want to say once again, thank you for joining us on the Losers Lounge podcast. It's always good to have you guys.
It really is. It's always a pleasure to have you guys coming in and enjoying us, what we do, and listening in. Even if you don't like our opinions, that's totally fine. We're able to listen to it. We're able to talk about it, and whether disagree or not, the fact that you guys are here and the fact that you guys listen to us and keep coming back for more, that's awesome.
Yep. And of course, NXT Vengeance Day is tonight, so for those who are watching it, enjoy the show. If you're attending the show, have a great time.
Yeah, I'll be going live on my YouTube channel tonight, going live and all that stuff and watching it.
Yep, so subscribe to Heel Ballard. The links for his stuff are in the description below, so go ahead and do that. And also, I will be considering doing more live streams for reviews on the shows. I'll probably be doing a live review of NXT Vengeance Day after the show is concluded. Nice. And our next Losers Lounge podcast is going to predict Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks. We'll talk about Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn.
Yes, and a very hot crowd in Montreal. Joy. Yep.
After that, we're going to be talking AEW Revolution in a couple weeks after that, so that should be good.
Very excited for that.
And then, of course, there's the big one, WrestleMania week.
WrestleMania.
Which will include the 2 nights of WrestleMania, NXT Stand and Deliver, the Hall of Fame discussion, and for the first time ever, our predictions to Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor.
Again, I have no idea where we're talking Ring of Honor, but okay.
It's always good to expand on our horizons.
What's next? New Japan? Okay, to be fair, that's a company I definitely want to cover one day.
All right, folks. This is going to be it for our Losers Lounge. Hope you enjoy the show. And Heel Ballard, you know exactly what to do.
Well, I mean, we're the Losers. This is our lounge. Thank you all for joining us once again. The questions and the comments, we appreciate every single one of you guys. Keep on being awesome. And I think that's it. The Losers, I'm the Heelist of Balors. That's Christian Miracle. We're signing off. See you in 2 weeks for the Elimination Chamber. Enjoy Stand and Deliver tonight. Stand and Deliver. Vengeance Day.
Stand and Delivers tonight? What?
I wish. See, that's how excited I am. That's literally how excited I am. We have to get to Stand and Deliver with that main event scene. I'm so excited. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the show tonight, and see you on